It's the top of the order, and up comes George Springer. Opposite him on the mound, Joe Musgrove, a good pitcher who's off to a very bad start with an ERA well over 6 and a whip over 1.5. With George Springer in the box and the big Blue Jays bats to follow, this is a great opportunity to jump on Joe Musgrove early and make him feel uncomfortable. Except that's not what happens. George Springer grounds out to the shortstop on the very first pitch of the game. Vladdy swings at a curveball outside and grounds out on that one a couple pitches later, and then Bo Bichette follows that up by flying out on a middle fastball, allowing Musgrove to exit the first inning with only 7 pitches thrown. This is just one of many examples this year where the top of the order for the Toronto Blue Jays have not looked very good, and the fact of the matter is, the Jays can't keep ignoring it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, folks, we're going to be talking about the lackluster performance from the Toronto Blue Jays big three at the top and discuss whether or not this is going to improve or a change needs to be made. Before we get into it, I encourage you guys to hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy Blue Jays content and discussion so you don't miss any future videos. All right, folks, let's get into it. So at this point, I think it is very fair to say that the top of the order guys are just not playing very well. At the time of recording this video, the combined WAR of George Springer, Bo Bichette, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is literally only 0.5. Yup, you heard that right, folks. To put that in perspective, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa alone has more WAR than all of those three guys combined, which has a lot of Toronto Blue Jays feeling, well, disappointed! Right now, not a single one of Bichette, Guerrero, or Springer has an OPS over 700, nor do any of them have a batting average over 250. Now, clearly, this is pretty bad, and when you're just looking at the numbers on the page, it becomes obvious that these three guys should not be at the top of the order. However, this is where we need to factor in their history. I think that we can all agree that no one expects these players to finish the year with slash lines looking like this, and at some point during the season, they should eventually get hot. I mean, even though he's looked pretty bad to start the year, I am still not even worried in the slightest about Bo Bichette for the season, because up until this point, he's literally never had a bad year before. All of this to say, you have three guys right now who all should eventually be playing better than they currently are, but the big question for the Blue Jays right now is, when is that gonna happen, and what do you do in the meantime? I know that we're talking about Springer and Bo and Vlad, and these are supposed to be the Toronto Blue Jays guys, but if they continue to struggle, then there will come a time where it's just not sustainable anymore to have them at the top of the lineup, and that time could be coming relatively soon.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
At the beginning of the season, there wasn't really any other Toronto Blue Jays who were doing really well, but now there is. You got Dalton Varsho playing some incredible baseball, Cavan Biggio getting on base at an extremely high rate, and hell, even Ernie Clement right now has an OPS over 800. And yes, is it absolutely crazy to even consider moving somebody like Ernie Clement up in the lineup and pushing somebody like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. down? Yeah, it is kind of nuts, but at the end of the day, the top of the order guys just aren't getting it done right now, and ultimately, all of this should be about giving your team the best chance to win baseball games. I don't know what John Schneider is going to decide to do here, or how long the leash on some of these players is going to be, but right now we are 25 games into the regular season, and just flat out ignoring that you have a problem at the top of the order right now, I don't think that's the best answer. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go!